Hello, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to City Skylines After Dark. I am, of course, the ConflictNerd. This is, of course, Nerdy Side. And today, I'd like to come away from the international airport and, whatever island this is, the island formerly known as Prison Island, which I have changed a little bit, so we'll move away from them in a second. I would like to show you the changes, though. The changes being that this road is now in here. It's a two-way road with 4 lanes to get traffic in and out of this area. This area has been zoned with industrial zoning. Basically, that's the only change here, to be honest. There's not really much else going on. Over here, I have increased the speed limit on this road so that people are more inclined to use it to get out of this particular area. Well, to get off of this island, they sort of go that way. I put this little road in here in an effort to make it easier for them to merge across. It's causing some problems, but it's generally working. And down here, I actually changed this up so that the only traffic that can use this road to go over there is traffic that's coming to the island. And the only traffic that, basically that means that the traffic coming out of here goes under the road and can only exit. They can't take a left up into the airport because if they want to go to the airport, they need to use that bridge. And in the same way, if anyone in this area wants to go to that island, they need to use that bridge, not this one. So that has basically streamlined the entering and exiting of this particular area, which is good. The traffic's not backing up as much as it used to be, so that's absolutely fantastic. I've also finally added in our third train line here, the green one there. And that actually goes over to Franklin Park, where I've added a new, or sorry, not the green line, it was the red one, which goes to Franklin Park here, which now has a train station, which is getting some reasonable use. There's 90 people using that per week. Speaking of busy train stations, though, over here in the town of Butler, this station, last I looked, yeah, 377 people are using this per week. This is a very, very busy station. And these little trains, I mean, they can carry 320 people, actually. I was going to say that they're actually not all that good for this particular space, but it turns out they actually are. There's a hell of a lot of people getting on those little trains, and that's actually okay. There's another one coming in. The level crossing seems to be working quite nicely, and the trains are popping under there and doing their thing. This one's also quite busy. This one has, excuse me, 269 passengers, so definitely a fair bit going on here and there. Speaking of trains, though, I fixed this train line down here. I don't actually know what was wrong with it, but I basically deleted most of the line, put it back down, and returned it to a tunnel. And it seems to be working fine now. It's coming up this way, and all is good. But today, we have Rose Farms, except there's nothing here yet. I want to make a little farming town, basically. I want to go ahead and make a little farming town, and I want to make it nice and pleasant, but not too busy. So, the way I figure I'll do that is the little town center is just going to be shops. And it's going to be something like that, basically. It's going to be on that road, hopefully not too busy. But that's basically going to be our little town center, which is hopefully going to be okay. So something like that, that's a decent size. We have all this light space around here to zone farming and all that, but obviously we're going to need some housing and stuff like that as well. So, well, I figure the best way to... I think I'm going to make a quick change here as well. Let me just, from here, the whole way along to there. In fact, I'm going to go as far as that. I'm going to change it into that one-way road for a second, so that I can change the streetlights on these roads to the warm streetlight, because I want it to look... I want to make sure I'm doing this properly as well. I think they were already the warm streetlight, now that I think about it. So let me change those back, and change this to the... Maybe old street lamp? No, they're not very bright at all. Okay, let's see what we can do. Maybe we'll go with the cold one then. The sodium vapor one would work if this was a wider road, but maybe we'll just go with the, yeah, maybe we'll just go with the cold one. I guess that could work. It's not exactly... No, that's not very old town though, is it? That's not the greatest idea. So let's turn this into a quick 4-lane road there. Let's turn this now into a road with cold lights, like so. Then I want to turn, I guess, this into a road with cold lights as well. So we're going to just turn that into that kind of thing, and cold lights. And then we want the warm street lights in this middle section, so that the little town has some warm street lights. A little bit weird considering this whole section has warm lights on it as well, but it just makes it easier from this to, like, you can clearly see there's a little thing. I mean, you're going to be able to see it clearly. There's going to be a town there, but you get the idea. I want the little town to have warm street lights, because why not? So let's go ahead and figure out where they're going to live. There's not as much farmland on this side, so I think I think I'm just going to do a fairly even split for housing and all that stuff. So let's see. I may even use just dirt roads. Pedestrian gravel roads could be an interesting bet. I mean, well, let's see. Hold on. Let's see what these look like. So that's a pedestrian gravel road, and that's the 2-lane gravel road. Basically, I think this one should be what we zone our farmland on. This one's going to be for housing. So let's go from here. Now we'll come out a block, and that's going to mess with things a little bit, but that's okay. Then on this, hold on. Let's see. If I bring this down like this and sort of get it to come along the back of the zoning we already have there, that should provide a nice little area for housing, is what I'm thinking. So if that goes to there, that's a nice little road, honestly. I like it. Let's maybe bring some roads out just a little bit, so we can get a little bit more housing in there. Like this. I think this road here, actually, is going to be a regular one, because that's probably going to be a main road of some sort. So that's going to be a sort of regular gravel road. Then out here, we're going to have more of the pedestrian ones, like so. And I think we'll do just one more here, like so. So that is pretty much the housing we're going to have. And then I'll bring a little bit more of this gravel road down to this space and straight on a little bit. And I'll bring a little bit of it out this way too. And maybe just curve it a teeny little bit, like that. And then down and straight towards the road, methinks. There we go. Alright, so there's going to be a bit of farming in there. That's not going to be too much, but it should totally work and be okay. So that's the first little road we have. I think I may actually just connect that to there. Yeah, that works. Okay, so that's the first connection we have. Let me just do a little bit of fixing of this zoning, because it's gone a little bit weird here. There we go. We'll do another one there, and another one there, and another couple just like that, so we nicely border the area. Okay, so that's going to be the first bit of zoning we have. I guess we should go ahead and do the residential zoning here first. Okay, well, there's our zoning, which is absolutely wonderful. And now what I would like to do is bring a little road out here. And it's going to curve over like this, and it's going to curve over like this, and then it needs to go straight on for a couple of blocks, because I'm going to put a cargo train station on this, which is a little bit risky considering it's a dirt road, but I reckon it's probably necessary considering this is an industrial area. So we probably want something like this. I may change the road to be... Okay, that's kind of hideous. I may change the road to be, well, not dirt, because that may make sense. But let me just first just even out some of the... Oh, for God's sake. The terrain editing tool just always does this. It's incredibly annoying. There we go. Let me just smooth out this area with a nice big smoothing brush here. Maybe just leveling the terrain would be a better move first. So level it around here, and then smooth it based on that. So we've leveled it, and now we smooth it out. And it's still a little bit rough there, but this side's at least nicer looking. So I reckon we can make that work. That shouldn't look too bad if we just bring this, I guess, straight out like that, and bring this one straight out. Oh, that's not quite gonna let me, is it? Can I get it under there? That's the question. Can I just... Oh, no, it's not gonna let me. That's okay. I can probably make that work. Probably. Let's see. Let's do a little bit of snapping here just to bring this sort of maybe a little bit closer to the station there. See, I have disabled the anarchy mod because it was causing some problems. So if we just do that and then bring this straight along as well, so they go to there. This one's actually going to continue going on because this is the main track. So that goes to there. And this needs to go to there. So that connects kind of beautifully. This one needs to connect like that. So this needs to curve along like so and into, I guess, there. So that should work fine. That's a little bit of a steep drop there, though. I'm not much of a fan of that. Can I fix it, is the big question. Probably not, I'll be honest. Let's see. No, not really. That's going to be difficult to fix. I really want to, I realize how tricky it's going to be. So if I select there and go from here, can I get that slope to be a little bit better? It looks a little bit better, but it looks like it's still going to have that drop. We shall soon find out. So if I go to there and there. It's steep, but it's not as short of a steep incline, I suppose. It'll do. That will certainly do. I think I will actually change this into a paved road. Maybe just a pedestrian paved road, though. Could be the way to go. And then maybe not quite that long, so it looks like it's... Yeah, that makes it look like it is the road for this particular building, and I kind of like that. So we'll go to there, and we'll just bring it up to... Okay, maybe a little bit further than that. Let's take it up to the... Okay, turn off snapping. Let's see if I can get this to go right to the corner. That's pretty good. Bit of a weird bump in the terrain, though. I really want to fix that. Let's see if we can do that. Let's just level out the terrain with this. So bring it out like so. And then we obviously want to put the road in front of this. So the road starts there and comes along. I can actually put this really close as well, which is nice. So the road comes from there to there. And then we want to smooth this out. That's a little bit tricky. Let's just do this and make that nice and smooth. That'll hopefully work. Then let's do a bit of snapping and a nice angle. Yeah, that sort of worked. Just need to bring it a little bit further. So go to there and there. That actually doesn't look so bad. I actually really like that. So let's just smooth you out a little bit. And that should work. That should have no problem working as well. Okay, I'm very pleased with that. Let's get more industrial zoning then. That's something we're going to need. So I reckon a nice straight road from there and across a little bit should be kind of useful. So go to there and go just a little bit further. There we go. And I guess go to there. So that can be a bit of industrial zoning. It's a little bit grid-like, which I'm not a huge fan of, but we can fix that. So that can go to there as well. All right, we need to fill in this space. So let's figure out some beautiful farm-like roads. There we go. This is actually pretty decent for what I wanted. I have left some areas intentionally not zoned because I would like to use the custom brushes that I have to make this area look a little bit better. But what I'm also going to do is I'm going to go ahead and put some wind turbines in here, which, I mean, people aren't going to be happy to live by, but it just looks good for a farm, I reckon. I do like the look of wind turbines and farms and areas like this, so a couple of these just along this kind of area up here, sort of bordering that north end of the farming area, I think could look kind of nice. In fact, I may go as far as doing another couple just there and there as well. Just to give it a bit of a look that it's, you know, it's powered by, you know, renewable energy and all that stuff. It doesn't need to be connected to the grid. Obviously, the water there is going to need to be connected, and I forgot I had all these different things from the various bloody collections. That's the word I'm looking for. The various collections I'm subscribed to. I have a lot of different assets. I don't even know what half of them do, if I'm honest. I really don't. It's kind of confusing, honestly. Well, I say kind of. It's really bloody confusing, not knowing what half the stuff is. Do that, then we'll do that, then we'll do that, then we'll do that, we'll do that. Is it obvious I'm going for a pattern here with my my pipes? Because it should be. I just, you know, I felt like doing a pattern. There we go. Alright, they're a bit of a mess, but they covered the area. So it's fine. They now have water. That's fantastic. There's probably going to be a hell of a lot of traffic on this particular area because, you know, industry is like that. This is it's a residence, the Grove residence. Interesting. Very interesting indeed. The Grove family are the first ones to move into the new area. I should also probably set a theme for this. Let's enable theme management. I'm actually going to say European. And hope for the best on this. Because that could be kind of interesting to have some European-styled houses out here in a little village of some sort. So that could be nice. There's an orchard has popped up there. That's also kind of nice. I'll tell you what I'm gonna do then. Let me see. So this is the area. That's the area there that I've put some stuff in. Where is I'm looking for quite specifically the agriculture field. Is what I'm looking for. Agriculture field paint kind of thing. So, my question is, will this actually work? Also, I probably won't be able to do this without anarchy. I mean, it does paint it in quite nicely. It's definitely painted the fields in. It's just a little bit strange in the way it does it. So if I do that, and I can do, I guess, a couple more along the bottom end here. I mean, I guess that fills in the space. It's just really strange looking, isn't it? Let's see. Can I squeeze another one in there? Yes, I can. I could probably squeeze one in there and one in there. Okay, well, I guess I'll give this a shot. It could look a bit weird, but I guess we will try and fill out this space with the little agriculture tiles. Oh, this is gonna be really, really weird to work with. It's also gonna make it look really strange in general because it's just gonna be this big orange field. But I'm hoping that it will at least look reasonable enough. That's the hope at least. Let's see. Let's bring this out to there and down a little bit. Alright, let's just continue this across. I think this is the last little bit of the field, actually, so... I mean, it looks... I guess it does look like a farm. Kind of. It does kind of have the look of a farm. Can I get some small hedges around there? I actually can. On, potentially all the way down that side. That's gonna be tricky to do, but probably totally worth it, because it'll probably look really good. I can't actually do it there, so never mind. Never mind. Oh, I really should do trees. What the hell is that? It's just a bloody billboard. That's an orchard company. It's a bloody billboard. I don't know what you're talking about, mate. Oh god, that filled out quickly. Alright, that filled out really bloody quickly. Okay. Well, I think I'm going to be most excited for this area when it's actually fully filled out. This looks terrible. When it's actually fully filled out, because... then I can put a bunch of trees in. Also, this is going to take so long to delete all of these. Okay, now this area is filled out a little bit more. I reckon it's probably a good idea to find out why billboards are spawning as farms. I mean, I think I kind of have an idea. If we go to here and go to here, okay, maybe not the industrial one. I don't know, it's actually very strange that the billboards are spawning the way they are. That is very odd indeed. What I will try, I suppose, is if I change this out for the international theme, that may help things. I don't know if that will actually end up getting rid of some of the buildings or not, because I just don't know. Maybe it's possible that the billboards have wound up in the European theme. Maybe it isn't. Either way, they shouldn't be spawning the way they are. So I'm gonna try and just like that. Even that's a bit weird. But let's see what we can do about getting rid of some of the billboards at least. No, it's actually got some cows on it. Look at that. Okay, I see how it is. No billboards around here. Just seem to be up there. That's really weird. That really is. But at least we have a reasonable looking little farming area out here. I do quite like it. It's it doesn't really seem to be causing too many problems with traffic, which is good news. And it does fill out this space as well, which is nice. That's kind of what I wanted, you know. It's oh, wait a minute. Oh, I connected that to the wrong bloody rail line, didn't I? That's a passenger train line I've done there. Whoops. That's a bit of a mistake. I should probably look into fixing that. Because that is not something I want to happen. I do not want bloody thingy trains, cargo trains on a passenger line. That is not happening at all. Let's bring this up and over, I think. Actually, no, it makes more sense to just go under, doesn't it? It's a little bit unnecessary to go up and over. So let's go to just there. Then we'll go under to there. And then we'll bring it back up. So up to just about there. And we connect like so. Okay, so that takes trains into the cargo station. Now what we need to do is get them out of the cargo station. So this goes straight along, and 1, 2, 3 down to about there. Then we want to bring this underneath, and I guess it's gonna be a little. This is gonna have to loop around so that they can go to the other cargo station if they really want to. So this is gonna have to be looping back like this, then back a bit like this. Then it's gonna be a bit of a, I guess, a sharp-ish turn for trains. It's gonna be a bit of a mess basically, but I'm never gonna really see it, so I'm not too worried about that. Then we'll bring this up like so to about, say, there for the hell of it. No, never mind, that's completely the wrong spot. Let's try this again. There we go. Cargo trains can now go under here and up to the station, then they come back around and out there. It's a bit of a mess, but you wouldn't really know all that much, so I'm not too worried. I think it might be worth going ahead and doing a little bit of decoration around here, though. I do kind of want to see what I can do. It's probably also a good idea to get some services in here. So let me get a, not a police station, police rural station. I guess go with the rural one, since this is a bit of a rural area. So we'll put a rural police station there. We'll get the local fire station can go up there. And then I guess a pharmacy would be the best bet for this place, since again, it's not all that big. So chuck a pharmacy there, and we should be good. It doesn't have any ambulances, which is, I would say that's fair, honestly, for a little town like this. I don't think it's like a pharmacy's not going to have ambulances, but it can at least treat patients, so I reckon that'll be okay. It looks like we have another billboard popped up here, which is annoying as hell. There are definitely fewer of them, though, which is very good news. There are definitely, I mean, mostly fewer of them, so It seems this is going well. What the hell? That's all just parked traffic. I guess they can't park on these roads, can they? That's fair enough. I might actually just turn that into a, I might turn that into a paved road. I'm gonna be honest. I think I will, because it would look much better with the driveways and all of that. So, yeah, these are gonna become paved roads. They have old street lamps on them as well, which is interesting. But there we go. There's some paved roads, and we'll turn that one into a paved road as well. So there we go. That looks much better. It is a nice looking area, I'll give it that. It's also interesting to note that the farms are dark as hell. That's fair enough. I mean, I guess that makes sense. Anyway, I think this area is decent enough. I do like it. And I'm quite happy with it. We have the train connection. I don't know if this is actually getting used though. Let me just switch it to daytime. Oh, there is a cargo train on that line. Should there be? That's a question. Should there be? I guess these are regional lines, aren't they? Yeah, that actually was completely fine, having a cargo train connected to that line. So what I did turns out to have been a complete waste of time because cargo trains were perfectly fine being on that line. They exist on that line as it is. That regional train is the only regional train, passenger train, that comes to the city. So guess what I'm gonna have to do? I'm gonna have to go in here and tear all this out again. There we go. This looks much better anyway, except for that little bit there. But we're just gonna go ahead and ignore that at this point. I'm a little bit tired of trying to fix that. Are you gonna go to the new station? You are not. Okay. Well, that's fine. I see how it is. Anyone gonna go to the station? I kind of want to see if it's getting any use. It'd be nice if it was, but it doesn't seem like it is. Fair few cargo trains coming along there. Can they connect to the regional line? Is my question, because they go through. Yeah, they do actually. So all of my cargo trains do actually connect to the regional line. So in theory, a cargo train coming from here can go under there, all through here, underneath Garbage City, through the mountain and out here. Then it can go to the left along this way, and it can actually get to Rose Farms. So I do have it looping around. They can connect and go out that way. They obviously would have to then go backwards if they wanted to go back to where they were, but the connections exist, which is great news. Also, can I just say I'm super happy with how this actually works. These trains all being on the one line for this particular area. I'm actually really happy that they don't just back up like crazy. Like, this guy here is, these guys are going fine. There's the green train coming along there. Would have had to slow down if there was something in the way, but they don't because they just, well, don't have to. Like, these guys are all coming along, all going where they need to go. They all split off to different lines at this point. I just really like it. I'm super glad that it happens to work, and then they all come in. It's a fairly busy station. I love seeing trains come in pretty much simultaneously as well. That's it's satisfying to see when they do that, because then they sort of leave around the same time, and then there should be a third one coming in. There he is. Yeah, it's just satisfying to see that this station is fairly busy. Well, it's technically 3 stations, isn't it? But, 40 passengers, 60 passengers, 46 passengers. Getting a fair bit of use. This road is not as busy as it used to be. It looks like most of our traffic problems are sort of going away, almost. It doesn't look like we have too many problems. I know there is a bit of an issue over here with this particular cargo hub, but there's not too much I can do about that because that's sort of the nature of cargo hubs and ports and all that stuff. Basically, they're going to be busy and there's not much I can do about it. Anyway, folks, I think I'm going to leave it there for today. I am quite happy with how this area looks. I will do a little bit of decoration to it once it completely fills out, which is going to be a while because there's a lot of zoning that still hasn't built up. But once it has, I will go in and do some decoration. I'll probably do some stuff around here as well and around these bits just to make it look good. But I do want to throw a question out to all of you. with regards to this season of Cities Skylines. What do you want to be the sort of end game of this season? Because with the other ones, with Season 1, I sort of had this point where I was like, okay, we've done enough episodes, we're sort of there. With Season 2, it was kind of the same. There were other things with Season 2 as well. There were some problems I had with traffic because of my stupid decisions. But with this one, I mean, generally speaking, this is a completed city. At this point, if this was a game I was developing, this would just be feature creep. This is just extra things coming in that aren't necessary to the entire product, but are, you know, cool nonetheless. So what else would you like to see built around here? Obviously, I could build out here and continue the city a little bit, and I might do that, but I don't really want to get too close to Elk Heights because it's sort of its own town. So what is next for Nerdy Side? Where do we go from here? Because, you know, I just want to get some feedback and that kind of thing. See what you want to see with the city and basically steal your cool ideas and claim them as my own. That's what I'm getting at. So yeah, so where do you want to see Nerdy Side go next? What shall we do? Leave your suggestions and feedback and all that stuff in the comment section below. And I will probably go ahead and steal some of your ideas and apply them to my city. With that in mind, folks, thank you kindly for watching. I've been the ConflictNerd, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye!